here. Come on.
No one needs to thank you for anything.
No one thanks me for anything.
Thanks very much, Sky. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sky.
You're doing a great job.
I don't even know why his name's Sky. It's Insur. All right, we call him by people's aliases around here, okay? Yeah. How'd you get your name Squid?
That's random. It's it used to be eating a squid, and then I got told by everybody who's anybody that that was never going to work.
You should have kept that name. They were wrong.
Yeah. Well, straight to the pistol, right? The PTC is already opening up the frag, and Moselle with 2. It's going to get traded out as mid-control's taken a very fast start.
There you go, just keeping it real, being that, as you said, that pug style where they're just kind of spilling out like a waterfall over that boost and catching 2 people off guard. 3-on-3 situation. The terrorists do get the bomb down. For a second there, I think the Polish team thought it was at B for a split second. They corrected themselves.
Maybe they're a little confused. That smoke is down and the frags come in. That's a quick round from 5Power. They 5-powered their way right onto the A site. All the kills,
Pride
easy peasy.
Getting a little caught off guard. Maybe they too underestimated this team a little bit. So far.
So easy to do, but in a best of 3, there's a lot of time to get over that hump. If 5Power managed to pull off a miracle, maybe manage to make this first map happen.
Which is very possible. A map like Cash, it can, I mean, at times it can be very random on your, it talks, 99 HP nade, okay.
It's a lot of nade damage. But yeah, looking at the 3 maps that are being played this series, they're all very puggy maps. So you've got Cash and Mirage both being played, then Overpass being that 3rd and final map.
Overpass might be the X factor, if obviously they go 1-on-1, would be, I think, in favor of Pride being the more experienced team. I think Overpass is definitely a lot more coordinated strat heavy. You have to know your smoke placements, flash pains, you got to time it perfectly for your, if your team's coming out monster or short or whatnot. So it'd be very interesting to see how this game's progress.
So you're really saying if Pride can take one of the first 2 maps, if they can force out Overpass, that's where they really hold home field?
I think that's, if 5Power does take a map away from Pride, I think Pride will still win 2-1 just because of Overpass. It's such a strong team-oriented map.
Luz is wrapping around with this Deagle and is going to tag inwards, but there you go. 2 kills with the Deagle. Luz coming alive already. And we saw these Deagles rain out earlier as well. That bomb's dropped. Deepa's got a lot of work to do, and it's Luz again. 3 kills, and they are screaming.
Oh, the Deagles have been on fire today. A lot of anti-ecos lost because people just are hitting the shots with the Deags today.
They want to peek these Deags. Which has commonly been a fairly big mistake so far. I'd say that Etherian definitely fell foul to that earlier.
And it wasn't too bad that 5Power didn't necessarily play that wrong. It's just that Luz hit 3 incredibly great shots and 5Power missed. I mean, it was just like you could look at a tactical or an actual, hey, you just missed your shot. It happens, maybe because they both peaked at the same time, which is great, but they both didn't hit anything.
Sometimes the right play doesn't come out on top, and there's a Deagle again. Dobie this time, nailing minis between the eyes. Obviously, when you're scrapping for these initial rounds, every little helps. It's just where you're trying to get the head in the momentum, you're trying to get all of that on your side, and 5Power just not wanting to give it up. Of course, they've all got the Kevlar, and they're all charging into this B site, slowly but surely behind that smoke. And Reetz, then up close and personal with that UMP. Going to fall back to the B site, supported by the by the M4, beg your pardon. It's Tom playing this supportive role.
Nice flashes by Pride, really calling, but it doesn't matter because PTC takes out 1 Deagle, and again, just a reverse. Deagles are just dominating this game as now Pride has a chance to lose this round, just right back, just like that, the reverse.
Both these teams are very low though as the bomb goes down. It's unfortunate that there's no HE, but Luz is going to have to fire on with the AK-47. Moving his way onto this B site, waiting for the peaks. A bit of a spray down, looks accurate, but you can't fire through that box, and it's almost double peak.
Wow.
Perfect play from 5Power. They peaked the same angle as well. Felt like that could have been a big double spray down, but it's not going to work out. And 5Power in the lead once again, causing more of an upset, more of a stir.
Man, if he watches this match and see how low that other player was as he lined up. He'll be pretty salty about that one.
He's not going to be happy.
He's not going to be. He's going to be salty. He's going to pour salt everywhere. It's all over his
I tried
face.
to get salt on my chips earlier here at Esports Arena, and they said no. They said I wasn't allowed any. They didn't have any. They said they didn't have any salt.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
I get you some salt in the back. You want some salt for your chips?
Yeah,
call it chips. Call it French fries.
Fries.
French fries.
I'm sorry.
Does it make any sense why they called French fries?
French fries. I don't agree with that either. It's Deagle again. And he's so close to this one. And you can see 5Power are very tentative to go for these peaks. They really don't want to give him anything to work with. And he's going for these spray downs. There's a bit of a tag. Maniz, once again, just being held out by these smokes. It's Luz looking for a little bit more, but Maniz is going to go down already. Luz trying to take this side angle once again. He's going to find it. Again, swings back, and it's Luz all the damn time. 3 kills for him, and Dobu's so low, he's gone down. That bomb plant is barely even a consolation prize.
Luz, you should just use a deagle. Stop using the gun.
Oh my lord, and it's on that A site exactly the same way, exactly the same fashion. He's ripping apart faces. Yeah, he got the second triple kill with the deagle in 2 rounds, or 3 rounds I should say, and just like that, Pride just reverses it with a CT win, so it's pretty big. Now it's up to 5Power to bring it back. Are they going to bring it back in full? You know, I've noticed this with a lot of Chinese teams is they love buying UMPs and stuff on force buys, you know? Maybe not a Galil or anything. They love getting that submachine gun. They love getting that fast running gun potential out. There's 1 man down already. Luz is completely gone and out of here, and he's going to be charged out as well. These fast SMGs right up in your face, and Reeds has to fall back as well, but they've got this flank right in. It's Morzel going to find that one. Oh, the MAC-10 is so weak at long distance.
It's terrible.
It's so hard to find those frags, and he's unable to find that second, but that flash is perfect. And Morzel's going to breach this A bomb site. Not good for 3, though, as it's all down to Tom. He's done a lot of damage. It's CZ out. He's going to try and round this corner. It's so messy. Only 4 bullets left. And he finally finds it. I think that was the last bullet in the clip. Last bullet in the mag. He's going to be able to get that defuse.
What almost round by 5Power to win that. Again, just these rounds have been going back and forth. As you see, it's been A bomb site almost all the way. Can't do that again. You don't think they'll hit A again, right? They might have to say. They're going to say, oh, they're buying. They're not saving again. They're buying again. I guess with the bomb down, with very low utility, I guess it's the pug style of this team where not everyone's going to have smokes or flashes or Molotovs.
They've not been letting up on the pressure so far. They've been going for these buys pretty much every single round here. They don't want Pride to get a big lead in this one. Earlier on today, they really found a lot of success just having the momentum, having the wind in their sails, and just carrying on and winning it through 16-8. I think they're looking for something similar in this, but keeping that momentum up for a whole best-of-3, for a whole 2-3-hour series, it's a lot harder than just doing it in a best-of-1 where you can have a 1-hour wonder, you can blast it through, and you can end up in an upper bracket match like this.
Exactly, and you see, as you said, 5Power changing up the pace a little bit, slowing it down, doing a little pressure middle, but not making a move just yet. Trying to sweat out these CTs, maybe waste a little more utility before entering a bomb site. You know, it's all about wasting money here. The more nades you make them spend, the more they have to rebuy the next round.
He's looking really confident on this site. He's just dodging about, dodging and weaving, looking for an opening here. He's already found 1 frag. I don't think he's too scared of these 5Power guys who are about to charge into his position. Obviously had a really great series earlier today. He's smoked out, has to find a better angle of engagement. It's Luz instead doing plenty of damage through that smoke. They're going to still be able to get onto this site. A bit more damage by Luz. But this 4 versus 4 might prove hard for Pride.
They do have about 4 flashes in Molotov. Molotovs are getting thrown out. They get the default bomb site. Before it at quad or maybe even forklift at this point. Molotov not doing much, and look at this, caballing them They're trying to peek something here. Does take a shot, but not capitalizing on the kill. Retz and Morlez just like that, easy retake, making it look a little too easy.
Yeah, and that's that easy European coordination that we've been talking about today that really puts Pride away from the pack and sets them aside from this other opposition. And that might be a bit too much to contend with for these Asian teams. And of course, if you're having communication problems, if you're having language barriers, those retakes are going to be more than difficult.
Yep, very difficult indeed. And you know, even having 2 ringers make it even more difficult because you don't know the timing, you don't know what's, you know, you're just not used to a lot of things, and so a lot of these X factors can make a big impact in the match.
Deagles again for 5Power. It's proved successful so far, but Zell's going to find that opening frag and back off towards mid. You can see how much map control he's got now. There's a smoke tossed out. That's a lot of cover. And
Okay.
There's the one Deag. This time, completely blind through the wall. That's just about it for him for this round in particular. These Deagles really struggling in this round in particular. With a minute left, it's all about trying to do a little bit more damage here. And that's not going to happen. It's going to be 5-2 for Pride. They're starting to feel comfortable at this point. They're starting to get the ball rolling in 5Power. They're not the same team as we saw earlier. They're not having the same firepower. They're not having the same effect.
Well, after the Polish team, you know, at first it felt like, you know, 5Power was going back and forth with them, you know, when eco round after eco round, or say force buy. But Pride, after they shut them down on that second force buy, kind of been running away with it, and you can see the confidence. You see Pride, they're super aggressive at spots, and you have to punish that. Even as a pug like 5Power, you need to have some kind of default where you punish teams that are being aggressive every single spot on the map, and that's something we've seen before on Pride against, you know, Etherian was just super aggressive everywhere.
And that was a buy round as well. We just watched a buy round, and they just dispatched of them like that, like it was an eco.
No respect right now, and you have to make them feel respect. You have to punish them, and until you punish them, you're gonna see the exact same thing from the Polish team, where they're going to be peaking, they're going to be aggressive, they're going to have ops. Like it's just, you have to punish people.
It's kind of typical Polish style, isn't it? When you're playing against foreign opposition, you're really not going to show any respect.
Yeah, you don't, but I mean, you have to recognize this and take advantage of it, because if a team I play against shows them respect, I'll do defaults all day. I don't care. I'll wait. I'll execute at 30 seconds in the round. I don't care.
Bez doesn't care.
I don't care.
He doesn't care. And Luz doesn't care either. Sizzling to alive. There's a headshot as well. 5Power shut down before they can even get into one of these sites. And that squeaky push completely dismantled before they can get on. And now it's all down to these CZs, and it's just Toy who's unable to get the pistol rolling. 7-2, and it feels just too easy right now.
A little bit too easy with momentum and money. Pride is just running away with this, as you see on the scoreboard. I think they got about 6 rounds in a row right there. 5.
Oh, and look at them. You just saw the Pride side. They just seem so chilled. They're having a laugh. They're having a joke. And you can see on your screen right now, oh, not on your screen anymore. There we go. On your screen right now, 5Power. They seemingly feeling the pressure. They don't look that scared, but they don't look exactly happy, do they?
They look concerned.
Yeah.
Maybe that concerned look. Yeah, the person who's right next to the camera, the hat is just scrunching his eyebrows like, what do I do? What's going on? My forehead really itches right there. What am I doing? just having. You should be thinking about the game, sir. I'm sorry. Think about the game. You got to stay focused.
Oh my lord. 7-2 being our scoreline, and Pride just, well, I'm sorry, 5Power just stuck in a rut right now. They need to do something different. They've tried slow strats, they've tried fast strats. What would you do to mix it up?
Mix it up.
Scratch your forehead.
I think maybe taking over mid would be a good start. Making Team Pride play in bomb sites. So if you take over mid, or maybe force them into A and B bomb site, it's easier to split. So maybe a good B split would work, especially if the other team has an AWP, like minis, I'm going to have a problem saying that all day. But you see he's opening the A-bomb site kind of by himself in that site. So it's really like him being in that spot can be really taken advantage of through like an A execute or something like that. You take over middle, fall into an A execute or A split, can really change this game around. As you see,
it seems like what they're going for right now. Maybe they can hit you.
Maybe they can't hit me, but even though if you do it, you still got to hit your shots. You still can't get picked off like how Luz just had a free, easy shot, no exchange, no nothing happening. And so it enables him to reposition. It looks like they are going into the A split. But again, look at this. Luz is pushed up in A main, and I don't want to see them get caught off guard by this.
Cass trying to do a lot of damage, and it's Luz again. He might actually be able to pick up a second here, and PTC is going to finally shut him down with a nice fast AWP frag. That was a headshot. Reed's going to get forced off the angle with the AWP, but it's going to be Maniz instead. Pride seem to be really out of the game right now, and these AK-47s find the AWP. They're going to be funneled into one angle, and they've got this crossfire to contend with. Cass with an AWP in hand. It's a pair of AWPs, in fact. PTC missing shots, both missing shots, in fact. That's Pride taking an 8th. So as long as they're winning these main rounds, they're winning the ecos as well. They're winning everything. They're winning these end of round situations.
I mean, that was a pretty good 2-on-2 for them, but I felt like 5Power misplayed that. Having that up highway, it's unfortunate that the Polish team had a smoke, but even if they didn't, he didn't have any vision of the bomb, and so they could have, he literally had to hit his shots from across the bomb site and only got smoked off and just missed shots by 5Power. It said 5Power.
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 It might be 5Power.
5 powers. 5
to this map. Looks like it might be something slightly faster and something slightly more B-orientated with Reeds up top. They haven't spotted out Tom for anything. They need to pop a Molotov down here, but with nothing in, and Luz and Reeds just raining havoc. Tom through the smoke as well. They get dispatched off once again. This just seems too easy. Again, and look how chilled they are. Smiles all round.
Wooing every round. You gotta
wooing,
woo.
yeah. And these are Polish people, so that is a huge celebration. That's like at the end of the World Cup. Okay. Woo.
They seem pretty loud and vocal. And look at that, Tom with almost, well, pretty much had $16,000.
Luz on 16 and 4 as well.
He rebought head armor, because why not? I mean, if you have that much money, sometimes you've got to rebuy head armor.
You just got to do it. You don't know whether you're facing the standard pistols, and of course that's the difference between.
I don't know if I just made that up. Lied
oh, gonna get blasted there. Luz gonna be able to trade it out. And over towards mid, that's what matters. You don't want to be a couple of men down before this push comes through. A lot of space being bought for Dobu, but he seems to know this, and that's a fast kill there. Knows where the second man is as well, as 5Power trying to encroach on this A-bomb site. It's all down to this AWP.
Oh,
he's gonna whiff one more. Switch up his angle for the flash, and he's just given opportunity to peek and peek and peek. No punishment there. The AKs, the rifles, the 10 rounds.
He was a distractor op, you know. Yeah. He's not going to hit his shot.
It's like a decoy grenade.
Decoy, he's pretty much
it's a decoy
big decoy grenade right there. It was interesting on the 5Power.
So when you're this far behind, how'd you change up the pace?
I call timeout. I'd probably throw a fake somewhere, because you've been pretty straightforward on a lot of your executes. You know, you toss some nades and you hit a bomb site, or you take it slow, maybe go for picks, but you still toss nades and hit a bomb site. So maybe like mix it up where you either fake it or maybe even peek without throwing nades, just to keep them on their toes, where they're not automatically throwing counter nades as soon as you throw nades.
Slowing you down, making it useless.
And you see a lot of these situations. Pride has the luxury of sitting back and throwing Molotovs at their rushes, because it's taken so long for 5Power to kind of ramp up for these executes. And so it gives Pride just ample time to reposition, counter nade, and all that good stuff.
The unfortunate thing is, the advantage 5Power had earlier was the firepower. That was the big advantage that they really had against the American opposition. But Pride, they are showing up. Everybody's hitting their shots. They've got 4 players on double-digit kills. It seems to be too much to handle. The knives coming in as well. Nothing is going the Asian guy's way.
That's the tilt right there. Once you get knifed in the back, you just clench your teeth and fists. And,
yeah.
That's the noise you make. No, you have to feel it. There you go.
There we go.
You're
I really got into it there.
I don't know if you've ever been knifed in the back, but it sucks.
Not in real life.
No.
In game, definitely.
Real.
Yeah, that sucks.
I've never in real life either.
No.
I'm sorry.
Never been.
Wasn't unfortunate enough.
It's very hot fuzz.
There you go. Many people might not know what that is around here.
What, getting knifed in the back?
Hot fuzz.
Oh, hot fuzz. Do you know what hot fuzz is?
I just know it's a movie
based
in the UK.
It's so good. Go watch Hot Fuzz. All you Americans, go watch
Some people
Hot
might
Fuzz.
know. It's a little older around here, you know. People forget things in like 3-4 years in America.
Very fickle.
Yeah.
That's what they say. LA's very fickle.
Yeah, very.
So Pride have a couple of players on this A bomb site, and it looks like it's going to be the final approach with the bombs stacked in here, and they're not going to check for Luz initially. And Repeak's great, and Reek's going to be able to toss out that Molotov, the bomb down as well, given so much freedom just to jolt out in Toy. He was hitting those headshots earlier. He got 2 kills this round, but it's not enough to really put them in contention of winning many rounds.
So now, I remember I just said that you should maybe mix it up by not throwing nades, as you saw right there.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, you have to have a great order to do it. Like coming out squeaky door like that first is usually pretty suicidal if you don't have help from maybe, say, a highway person or a person in A main to peek at the exact same time. So you saw right there, those 2 people came out squeaky door and just got mowed down without any problem. And then the A guys peek. So yes, it's simpler, but you still have to time it pretty well for it to work well. Or just hit a nice headshot.
That's a quick headshot, isn't it?
There you go.
Taking advantage of that unhead-armored opponent.
Oh, that's risky. No head armor is T. Very, very ballsy.
We'll be seeing it. Toy's really started to step up in the last couple of rounds, hitting a couple of headshots, but it might be too little too late at this point.
Yeah, a lot of people consider this map to be pretty T-sided. I mean, of course, it depends on the team. But it's sometimes so hard to hold bomb sites if the T's are hitting their shots or they're really working the rotation. This map can be really abused by the rotation, you know, because a lot of people rotate from A to mid all the time. And so if your timing's pretty well, like SK, I like to watch SK on this map. Sometimes, you know, if Taco at squeaky door, when he opens squeaky door, as soon as he pulls people towards A, boom, they're working middle or B. So stuff like that.
Finally a man advantage for 5Power, and they're going to try and collapse in on this A bomb site. And this time they have got that highway presence. It's Toy to take another follow-up headshot. That's 2 in the round for him, but Tom's got a good chance at maybe taking this. He's got the nades, he's got that kit, and he's got plenty of time as well. He's got the confidence, he's got everything rocking and rolling. He's just going to spray through the smoke, doing a lot of damage onto PTC initially. As that nade sails in, PTC in this smoke. And Tom doesn't really seem to know. He's dodging and weaving. PTC's finally going to find that headshot, close off the half 12-3, but that's a consolation prize. It's nowhere near good enough.
You know, yeah, glad that you won that round, but as you said, maybe it's too late. Being down 3-12 T-side and cash is something you never want to see. It's so hard to hold the CT side. And so, especially as a puck, I can't stress it enough how coordinated you have to be. You have to know where your teammates are at all times, because you're in a bomb site, you get shot from 3 different angles, you know, if you give up middle and whatnot. So we'll see what they do.
So down to this pistol round now. It's a must-win for the CT side as Pride are going for a fast A play. And Toy, oh, that's a nice initial headshot straight through the smoke. Gonna try and maybe conserve that smoke instead of popping it in right now. They're gonna follow using the cover of that aggressive, quite far forward smoke. And there's a second one as well, but they're getting up close and personal to these Glocks. And Morzell gonna just be able to peek left and right, only finding the one. Now they have to contend with back of sight. These USPSs are doing great work, but they've still going to have to deal with Highway and Tom. He's still hearing Squeaky. He's just finding shot after shot, headshot after headshot, dodging and weaving. And Tom is going to be able to finish off the round. That's 3 for him and 13 there. And it seems like nothing can stop these polls.
Pride, I was watching their player cam as it was happening, and they weren't even worried at all. They're just like, yeah, he's going to win. Why not? The look on their faces were like, 1 on 3, whatever. You know, he'll got it.
They're so chill right now.
Yeah, it's a huge round for Pride to win, to really just almost nail this in the coffin, where now 5Power has to do something miraculous to come back in this game.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen. They're being shut down left, right, and center. Quite literally, with kills on A, B, and mid. Now this Mac-10's going to look to slice and dice and finish them off. Just PTC left, and he's going to peek into this AK-47. There's a little sideline prize, but from both sides, 14-3, and the most dominating scoreline we've seen all tournament.
Yeah.
And he's not even concentrating on the game. He's not even looking. He's bored.
He's bored. Oh man, it's not over yet. Remember, it's a best-of-3 series, so you know, if 5Power loses, they still have another chance to come back and a map like Mirage, where they beat Swole Patrol pretty convincingly. You never know.
There's a big spray down as well. Deagle's out, and Luz, he's been an absolute specialist with that hand cannon so far. Over on mid, last alive. He's going to get finished off as well. And 15-3. Oh, it's that mouth movement. Watch that mouth when you're on camera.
I find it fascinating how this game mentally can snowball, you know? Like, for example, if you played maybe 10 gun rounds against each other, like at 10 separate occasions, it could be go 5-5 or something like that. But here it's just Pride just running away, because just the mental confidence, the steamrolling, just everything. It's fascinating to me.
Do you feel like if 5Power can put a couple of decent rounds on the board now, that's going to do something to their mental game going into the next map?
No, I think they got to do a little more than that. I think they have to maybe bring it back to, if they bring it back 15-15, I think that could help them. But I think this game is just beyond them. It's
you need to write it off at this point. You need to forget about it.
I never say give up. All right, always try your best. But it's just mentally, you have to come back if you want to, get on that level.
Maybe the easiest way to do that is in about 10 minutes in the second map.
Yeah. And we'll see about that. But 5Power, they do have a man advantage here. 4 on 3. One person is low. Minis does get that, or spot that person by the white box, but Cabal taking out Morals. So now it's like, what do we do, guys? How do we turn this into a win? Reboost in middle. I like that. Usually in like a 4-on-2 situations, people start going to bomb sites. Not Cabal though. He's going to be playing up middle. Going to flank him. Why not? I like it.
It's just Tom left, and he spotted one man out over towards quad. He's going to go for this one, but 5Power finally putting another round on the board, so making it ever so slightly closer. But they've got a monstrous path ahead if they want to even take this close to overtime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still smiles all round for the Pride side.
Very big uphill battle for 5Power.
They've not even got the money to even get an AWP right now. So that's normally when you find, oh, maybe we have a chance when you get the AWP out, when you get the double AWP out, they've got more of a chance, but...
And look at Luz. He gets Deagle full utility instead of AK armor, maybe a flash or smoke, or maybe even a Galil. Why not get a Galil? That's a good gun.
That's how confident he is with a Deagle, and he's been playing so well with that gun today. So good with that gun. This map specifically as well.
That's a nice little flash peek from 5Power popping in that A main, and then Dobu just right there to capitalize on that blind terrorist, which was Tom.
So we might actually be able to catch out a couple of members of Pride coming in. He spots that flash coming through. Dobu might be caught in no man's land here. Has to scurry back behind Forklift, and Miniz is going to give up that angle. Dobu back on the site, being chased out by Molotovs. Going to go for a different angle here. At the other end of the map, it's kills all round for 5Power for the first time this map. Pride might be 10 rounds away from this overtime.
Trying to work this B bomb site. Miniz just get a kill off of it. And if he gets one more, it might open up some to get the bomb, but Urcast spots him in the bomb site, trying to take him out, trying to be cheeky, but Miniz is going to get him off. And just like that, which looked like it's been 5-power round, it's going to be switched over. Oh, oh, that was yeah, it was close.
That was a classic toy shot.
That was a close.
Right there. Those were the sort of shots he was hitting earlier today on Inferno. That's what we need to be seeing from him. Maybe not this map, but next map, he needs to get warmed up. He needs to get fired up and ready into the action.
And almost, Pride almost win that round with just working with so little. It kind of shows you how powerful, how dangerous the team can be. 2-on-4 situation, doesn't matter. I can make it 2-on-2 if I wanted to. Why not?
Gonna pour into this M4 right here. Dobu looking to take a couple down. It's a nice Molotov, I like that. It's gonna pop right on that bomb site, stop that bomb from going down for a couple more seconds, but that's an unnecessary face. Luz.
I think I'm talking about you earlier about, you know, trying to stop the bomb, or maybe that was with...
No, it was something else.
It was Insomnia. Like, you know, he tried to stop the bomb plant without waiting for his teammates, and he ended up dying in the process. You know, let the bomb plant, play with your teammates, maybe get you know, a kill on the side, but to stay alive is more important than trying to stop that bomb plant.
And now this game might be all over him. Cabal can't do something huge. He snuck through, but he's unable to find even two. PTC looking left and right, but it's going to be the 16-5, and Pride take it clean on cash. Yeah,
that was pretty convincing, and I mean, they just played such a great T side, or it's just, I don't know, it's so good. I mean, Pride looked really good.